Okay, next example of tribunal in Malaysia is Income Tax Commissioner. Okay, ITC. Commissioner here we refer to the commissioners of income tax. Okay, and they are coming from the public officers. Okay, it was established under Chapter 2. Okay, Part 6, Schedule 5 of the Income Tax Act 1967. So it consists of 3 or more commissioners appointed by YDPA for a certain period of time and are regarded as public officer. Okay, so these commissioners are called as public officer, and they must be legally qualified to become commissioner, meaning that they must have law qualifications, legal backgrounds. And anyone who is not satisfied with his or her tax evaluations may appeal to the commissioner after giving notice to the chief director who will then examine the evaluations. So tak berpuas hati dengan tax, okay, evaluation of tax can bring the can bring the matter to the ITC, and then chief director can call upon the taxpayer to give the relevant details, or he can call witnesses to testify. Testify means to give information, to give evidence. Okay, and then the chief director will then decide whether to endorse, reduce, add or revoke the evaluation made. So this is how they make the decision. If the taxpayer is still not satisfied with the decision, and after appealing to chief director but to no avail, and then only the income tax commissioner will consider the matter. So lepas dia tak puas hati dengan decision made by chief director, barulah dia boleh proceed, okay, at income tax commissioner. And then the income tax commissioner has power to call witnesses to question or cross-examine them. The taxpayer can be represented by his or her lawyer or accountants, and the ITC may also call experts to testify, to give evidence. And normally the proceedings carried out in camera, but if the CD requests the trial to be made public, and the ITC has to agree even though the taxpayer disagrees. So upon request by chief director. Okay, and then the trial must comply with the rules of natural justice. Again, they must follow the rules of audi outro partem and nemo judex in causa sua. And the finance minister has the power to make regulations regarding the procedures that need to be followed. No provision in the Act which requires the ITC to provide reason for their decisions, but if the matter is referred to the High Court, then ITC must do so. So kalau ada any dissatisfactions by the parties yang bawa kes ke High Court, so ITC must prepare complete a report of the decision. And if the case is referred to High Court, judges will endorse, revoke or amend the evaluation made, or it can return the case to ITC after giving their opinions. Okay, next example of tribunal in Malaysia is public inquiries. Okay, so in public inquiries, a public investigating officer will investigate and make reports to the higher authorities so that actions can be taken based on the reports made. Okay, so they will investigate the matters and then they will make report. Investigations carried out are inquisitorial, means that in terms of investigations, okay, siasatan in nature, and not accusatorial, blaming. Okay, so bila dia buat procedure, okay, dia akan investigate, bukan sekadar blaming. Okay. And the purpose of having the inquiry is to collect evidence and ascertain facts before making decisions, to enable the decision maker to know the truth before making decisions, to investigate that what actually happened, as a democracy process where the public is given opportunity to voice out their opinions on any proposals made by the government. So this is the need of inquiry here. And the statute or the principal legislation used for inquiry is the Commissions of Inquiry Act 1950. Okay, so their function is to conduct of any public officer in any public services. Okay, this is when they establish the royal commissions to conduct oral administrations of any of public service departments or public institutions. Anything in the opinion YDPA is for the public interest. Okay, so normally they akan regulate lah day-to-day basis. Okay, uh, the powers exercised by the public services. The commissioner has the power to take the necessary statements and to question witnesses. Anyone involved in the inquiry has the opportunity to be represented by a lawyer. So lawyer also isn't allowed to defense. All statement given in the inquiry has full privilege and the person giving the statement cannot be brought to the court for the statement given because this is only involved in the hearing process, in the inquiry process.